Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout that I did at the crop. So this was a page kit that it was part of my 36 page kits, and then the crop came along and I had 23 page kits left. I grabbed two more that were just from my stash. I always have page kits in my stash. Somebody asked me, how many page kits do you have at one time in your stash? And that varies all the time. The last couple of months I had 36 page kits, plus I had plus 5 or so that were left over from another time that I had put page kits together. Now when I get down to about 5 page kits left, that's sitting there in my container, then I usually put a whole bunch of new page kits together. I love putting page kits just to have around in my craft room, but I also love doing page kits when I go to crops. It does a couple of things. When I pull out, a page kit, everything's in there. I have my photo, I have my journaling even, I have my papers, my embellishments, and I'm not distracted. All I have to work with this page kit is what is in that page kit. And you know what? Even doing that at home, it kind of is keeps the distractions away too, because when you look at everything that you have in your stash, if you start pulling from stuff from your stash, then a layout that can take you maybe 40 minutes to an hour can then go an hour and a half to 2 hours. And it's not a race. Really, we scrapbook because we love it and it's relaxing, but really, ain't nobody got time for that. We all lead busy lives, want to or not. Laundry's got to get done, supper's got to get cooked, and even though I'd rather do this all day, it's not going to happen. So whenever I have, an hour first thing in the morning, that's usually when I scrapbook. I am not a night owl. I am not. I used to be until I started doing night shifts on a regular basis. And after doing night shifts for almost 11 years, I don't like staying up late. I love going to bed early now and getting up early. So I am usually in my craft room by 8:30 in the morning. I'm in my craft room, and that's usually when I scrap. I scrap till probably about noon, and then I come downstairs and I get things done around the house for an hour or two, and then I do stuff. I don't scrapbook, but I do stuff that's scrapbooking related, whether it's, uploading videos to my computer from my phone. And it takes a bit of time to do all that, even just uploading the videos from your phone to your computer and then to iMovie and then editing the videos. It takes a bit of time. And then you also have to find time to take the pictures of all the layouts and all that stuff. So I wish I could say that all my time is spent, scrapbooking, but it is not. I do spend a lot of time editing videos and moving videos from one place to another, and but to me, it's all worth it. Now back to this layout. One of the stickers that I had pulled for this page kit was a film strip. I decided to cut it in 4. It was actually 4 pieces. So I cut it in the 4 pieces, and I'm going to make a strip at the bottom of the layout. And then as you saw, I took that 6x6 pattern paper and I cut it in 2 pieces, and I thought I was going to put it at the top and the bottom of the photo. But the problem with that was the strip was going horizontally, and then the strip with the photo was going vertically, and it was just throwing the whole page off. So by moving the pictures on the left and the right side of the photo, it just balanced the whole layout. Now the 4 film strips at the bottom of the page, they look like they were kind of floating there. So I had 1 strip of washi tape that came from a washi tape book, and it was just enough that I was able to cut maybe 1-inch strips, and then I'm going to put it in between the film strips, and it's going to ground that film strip to the bottom of the layout. Now, some of the film strips embellishments, the embellishment that I was putting on top, you were going to be able to see right through it. So you were going to be able to see the yellow pattern paper, like that tree. So what I did to avoid that was I took the leftover of that brown pattern paper and I filled up. So I basically glued the film strip on top of the pattern paper and then just cut around it. And then it's like a block. And you can't see the background pattern paper, and I like that a whole bunch. Then I added, like I said, my washi tape, and I made sure that it ended up underneath that little film strip box. And then now it's nice and grounded to the bottom of the layout. I used a couple of paper embellishment that was cutouts from pattern paper, and I'm just filling up each little box with the different embellishment that I put with this page kit. With almost every page kit that I packed for this crop, I added some twine. I used to put twine on almost every layout that I did, and then I stopped. So when I was packing for this crop, I was like, you know what, you haven't used twine in a long time. I put some in every layout because I didn't know which layouts I was going to put some twine. Like, I have to say, I didn't put twine on every layout because I didn't want twine on every layout. But at least once I, started working with the page kit, I wasn't going, oh, I wish I would have brought twine for this layout because this is the layout I want to put twine. So by putting twine in every layout, then I kind of avoided that. And the ones that I didn't use, I can just put back in my stash and use it on another layout sometime. Okay, so funny story. I've already done the voiceover for this page. I did it this morning. And then I had a doctor's appointment, which I was not looking forward to. Every year I have to go do the whole, all the tests that a woman can have, is how I'm going to put it. I do it once a year because I had cancer 25 years ago. I have to do this every year in order, to make sure that everything is still okay. And so I do that every year. And then he did a requisition for also a chest x-ray. And I did a blood test about a couple months ago. So I'm good for that. And I have to say, I hadn't gotten the results until today. But my blood has never been normal for probably 10 years now. There was always something wrong with it, always. Whether it was my potassium, or it was my iron, or it was my blood sugar, or there was always something wrong. And after 3 months, because I was off in June, after 3 months, I did a blood test in August, at the end of August, and he said, man, your blood is perfect. And I was like, oh, imagine that, after being off for 3 months because I didn't work most of the summer, right? So I think it finally kind of made my system is finally back to normal. Actually, today's November 20th, I have been part-time now for 5 months today. And like I was telling the doctor, I actually feel human again, if that makes any sense. But I feel normal. I feel like myself, which is good. And when I go to work, people are saying, oh my goodness, you have color and, you're looking healthy and everything. So that's awesome. But anyway, so I had done the voiceover before I went. And then I came home and I thought, okay, I'm going to listen to it before I upload it to YouTube. And I kept playing it, and it was super, super like low. And I kept, putting up the volume, and even on the video, going back and putting up the volume, and it was not working. And I was like, oh, I have to do the voiceover all over again. So I deleted all the voiceover on that video. And then I realized that I had my headset in. So of course it was coming through my headset. So that's why I was only hearing a faint voiceover, because it was coming through my headset. So anyway, needless to say, I wanted to, I was very upset with myself. But anyway, so here goes the second time doing this voiceover. But back to this layout, I decided to put a title that I know it's not correct, I guess, correctly correct, or anyway, I put a bunch of cracked apples, which I know I think it's a bunch of cracked nuts, but we were at an apple orchard. We were being silly. We took a picture with us with apples on our heads, and that's just the title I wanted to do. So I used the little stickers that I had put with this page kit, and I'm going to put the title right above the picture. And I just want to let you know on November 23rd, which is Thursday before Black Friday, I'm releasing my 2-for-1 class, which one of them is for the love of the collection and the other one is love your scraps. So it's 2 full classes for the price of 1, and I'll have more details coming up very shortly. So just a few more details for this layout. I added some twine to 3 spots on my layout, and then I'm going to cover my photo, and I'm going to take some mist in brown, and I'm going to splatter the layout in 3 spots. And I also added some enamel dots because you can't have a layout without adding enamel dots or some spray mist. Now that's going to complete this layout. Stay tuned for some pictures at the end. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and sometimes on Saturday. And if you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up. And again, I want to thank you so much for watching my videos, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.